Oh, I just realized you can see my Christmas tree. I never took it down. Hello, I'm Nathan. Welcome to my channel. I'm a college student who likes to talk, and today I'm talking about whether or not I would do sponsorships in the future. So right now I'm a small YouTuber. By that I mean I have about 220 subscribers right now, which I'm very thankful for. I know I've gained I don't know, probably 8 new subscribers recently. So if you're one of those, I hope you're gonna stick around. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because I've actually gotten 2 different brands reach out to sponsor me, and you might be like, why? And I'm thinking, yeah, why? Maybe they just don't have the budget to sponsor big people, which I understand. And also I haven't taken either of them. And I'm not gonna tell you the brands because I don't wanna put any shade on them. So if you're a brand that wants to sponsor me, you should probably watch this video before you send me an email. I really want to foster an audience and a community with being as transparent as possible to you. So I'm making this video before I take any sponsorships so that you know what brands I would partner with, what brands I wouldn't partner with, how I would go about sponsorships in the future if my channel were to grow more and if I were to take sponsorships in the future. And I've done this sort of transparency video before with my why I don't do hauls anymore video, where I talked about overconsumption. I also talked about wanting to make videos that aren't so product heavy. I know I just did an anti-haul, and I'm going to do things I would buy again in the future. That's going to be a future video, but it's not like every video from me is going to be this is what I bought today and this is a haul. No, I'm not doing that stuff. I want to focus on things that I like, things that I don't like when it comes to products, and not just introducing the new whatever, because I'm I know you don't care. I also just like talking, so a lot of my videos are just me talking. Would I take a sponsorship? Yes, but I have some conditions. Just like how I deleted Instagram after the election and then I just now re-downloaded it, I re-downloaded it with some boundaries, which is just being friends and family. It's a private account. I'm not following any celebrities, any influencers. Not that I really followed any influencers when I had Instagram before. This is sort of me setting boundaries with myself of Nathan, you posted this publicly. If you don't do what you said you were gonna do in this video, your audience is gonna come at you with pitchforks. This is just for holding my future self accountable. So here are the conditions for which I would do a sponsorship. The first condition is that it would have to be a product or service that I used and paid for myself before being sponsored. And this is very clear. There's some genuinely lovely products that I use in my life that if the brand reached out to me to sponsor me, I would do it basically in a heartbeat, except it takes, at least a day or two, sometimes a few weeks to make a video depending on what the video is. So it's not like I would actually be able to do it in a heartbeat, but I would if I could. Now the reason I say something I've bought myself is because there may be something that I received as a gift and I love it, but maybe I wouldn't buy it for myself. For example, I have a cologne that was probably between $80 and $100 to buy. I got it as a gift. Now, I love that cologne and I would recommend it to people, but I wouldn't do a sponsorship for that cologne since I would never spend that money on a cologne, at least from that brand. There is another cologne that I think I spent $80 on. I don't know, it was in euros, so maybe it was more or less than $80, but that I would so recommend because I think it's actually worth the price. So if I receive something as a gift from family and I love it, but I wouldn't buy it for myself, I wouldn't do a sponsorship. Now, the second condition is if it isn't a product I've tried before, but if they send it to me to try it before the sponsorship, or if I have the money to buy it myself and to try it and I like it, then I would accept the sponsorship. Because there may be products that I just don't know exist that are actually amazing, and I only find out about them when the brand were to reach out. So if I were to get that product for free, I would still have the cards in my hand for whether to take the sponsorship. If a brand is we're willing to send you this product for free, but you have to make a video, and like you have to be nice to us or you have to say favorable things about the product, I'm just going to decline. And if I have the money, I'm then going to buy it myself and be like, why are you guys wanting to pay influencers, or like, why are you wanting to pay YouTubers to lie about your product if they don't really like it, you know? Because then I feel like you're kind of fishy. The quality would have to be right. I agree with the brand values. I'm okay when brands aren't political, but like if they are choosing to be political, then it would be a brand that I agree with politically. However, you know, I post videos. I can't really change them after I post them. So if a brand says something really bad after I post my sponsorship, like I didn't know that beforehand. So the third condition for if I would accept a sponsorship is if the product is relevant to my audience. Even if it's something I use in my daily life, would it be relevant? So this kind of goes back to one of the brands that reached out to sponsor me, or what they called partnership, which I don't like when brands use that word, even though I've been using sponsor and partnership kind of intermittently in this video. That's just because brands use it. They tend to do it as a way to like kind of cloak the fact that they're paying an influencer or a YouTuber. Like if you see an influencer saying, I'm in, I don't know, what's a random brand I don't use? I'm a CeraVe partner. It's like, no, you're sponsored by them. Guys, you have to do this the legal way. You have to say, this is a sponsorship, this is an ad. Just saying hashtag ad or hashtag brand partner, like that doesn't follow the law. So I would be following the law. But the brand that reached out to me, it was a video editing plugin. So I don't use any plugins, but when I looked at their website, they seem to have like genuinely useful video editing plugins that I might want to use in my videos. However, I rarely ever talk about video editing on my channel, and my YouTube channel is not teaching you how to video edit or you how to start your own YouTube channel. That's just not my content. So even though in theory it would be a product that I would enjoy and that I would like, it's not relevant to my audience. It would be like me doing a BetterHelp sponsorship, which I would never do. So since I've told you the conditions for which I would accept a sponsorship with a brand, now I'm going to tell you about sponsorships I would not do. Paid reviews. No. This brand gave me a list of things that they do. One was an affiliate link, which I'm definitely open to if it's something that I actually use and if it gives you a discount. If it's an affiliate link that doesn't give the consumer a discount, but I still get like a part of the profit, I don't feel good about that, because then the consumer isn't really getting anything out of it either. So there was affiliate links, and then it said paid review, which I don't agree with, because if I'm reviewing a product, even though I am trying my best to not use my bias in being financially incentivized to like the product, I still don't know. I feel like there are some biases in our brains that penetrate our consciousness. As someone who watches a lot of YouTube, I would be offended if a YouTuber I watch does a paid review. It's like, how am I supposed to trust you if the brand is paying you to review their product? So I would not do paid reviews. I like reviewing things. So if a brand wants to send me a product for free to try and like no strings attached, yeah, I'd love to review it. Especially since I don't really have the budget to buy things to review myself. So if you want to send me something for free, go ahead. Just know I'm not going to say anything favorable or lie about your product just because you sent it to me for free. Another type of sponsorship I wouldn't do is if it's a product that I don't use and don't find helpful. Apple doesn't sponsor people, but if they did and they were like, we want you to talk about our new HomePod. I've never used a HomePod. I don't have HomePods, so I wouldn't accept the sponsorship. That would be a product that I don't use and don't find useful, since I already have a smart speaker that I just use as like an alarm clock and to like play music for when I go to sleep. Another sponsorship I wouldn't do would be something I kind of mentioned already, but just a product I wouldn't buy for myself, even if it's like a luxury car. I don't know if they sponsor YouTubers, like luxury car makers, but I wouldn't accept a sponsorship because it's like, I don't need it. and I wouldn't buy that for myself. Like, I get like a nice car, like a Mercedes. I've been in a Mercedes before. I've been in a few. I know, flexing on you guys. That would be it. Like, I wouldn't buy a Rolls Royce or like a sports car because I don't need that. No one needs a sports car. And then number 4 is kind of obvious, but just from a brand I don't like. I have talked about how I don't like Shein and Temu. What's another company I don't like? I don't like Aloe Yoga. I've never tried their products, but I never want to try their products. So I wouldn't accept a sponsorship for them. I wouldn't accept a sponsorship from Bloom Greens. Just in general, I wouldn't accept a sponsorship from a brand that I've openly disliked before. Like, it would be so bad and like gaslighting to my audience if like my last video, I talked about how I don't like Bloom Greens. In my last video, being like, hey guys, I absolutely don't like Bloom Greens. It's overpriced. You should just eat vegetables. But then in my next video, I'm like, so I have my first sponsorship. It's Bloom Greens. Like, I would be gaslighting you guys, and that's not fair to you. So now I'm going to give you another example of a sponsorship I would not do. I know I've already told you a few, but here's just another one. Mobile games. I don't have any games on my phone. I use my phone primarily for watching YouTube, listening to music, reading like the 1 or 2 ebooks I have, and going on like Instagram like for a few minutes. Like, that's really all I use my phone for, and for taking pictures as well. I don't use mobile games. Not only do I not use them, but they tend to have a lot of ads and a lot of microtransactions. Like, I used to play games a lot, like Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. I think there's this one called like Archero or like Archer, something like that, where like you're shooting arrows. And like, I liked that game, and then it got pretty much like, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. Same with Candy Crush. They make their levels impossible unless you buy the microtransaction. And I just think most mobile games aren't worth paying anything for. Make a better game that's worth paying for. I'm sorry, like, just do better.
Get your up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
I want to end this video by saying I didn't start my YouTube channel to make money. If you're new here, you might be like, oh, he's just saying that. But I've been making YouTube videos since 2019, and I've edited videos for my own personal entertainment even before that. So a lot of my early videos are privated and unlisted. In fact, as far as I know, the oldest video that's still public on my YouTube channel is only public because it's my most viewed video. So it's like, why would I remove it? Sure, it's 4 years old. Why would I remove that from my channel? If I started this for money, I would have quit by now. Or I would have done something crazy to get a lot of attention. Like, I would have started drama. I would have clickbaited. I would have lied in my videos. I would have done so many shady things just to get views if money was what I'm after. Would I love it if YouTube was my job? Yeah, but so would so many other people. Like, I'm not unique in that. And also, even if I start making like an income from YouTube in the next 2 years when I'm still in college, I wouldn't quit. I need to get my degree. In general though, making these videos, I like it since I get more experience in video editing, making videos in general, and I like seeing the comments from you guys. I love reading comments. Since my channel is small and I usually don't get more than like 70 views a video, I get to read every comment and I get to see how I've helped you, how I've maybe entertained you, educated you in some way, or just filled up some space in your day when you maybe weren't feeling all right. So I like seeing that I'm making a little impact in the world, even though there's people out there that have large audiences. I just like making videos, and I like seeing that other people enjoy watching my videos. I hope this video was able to give you some transparency as to how I want to carry myself on YouTube in the future. If you're a brand and you think that your values would work out with mine and what I like doing on my channel, then sure, send me an email. I hope you all have had a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.